If you're watching this video, you're probably under the impression that colonialism is, let's say, bad. Well, I'm afraid you are wrong, because colonialism is good. So one of the arguments might be that it only extracts resources and doesn't put them in. Well, have you seen Africa? Yeah, under independence and stuff, the resources and stuff and all that. Well, not the infrastructure really isn't there. I mean, China's putting it in, which, like, kudos to them. But imagine if they'd stayed under colonialism. They wouldn't need China to replace all the old colonial railways, because the old colonial railways will be up to my standards. And you may be like, why are they only extracting the resources and stuff and not producing? Well, you need to understand at the time, Europe is not resource rich. So where are you going to get the resources from? Africa. Africa's not skilled stuff. It's the logical economy. Of course, not all of Africa was as brutal as the Belgium Congo, because when people think of colonialism, they think of Belgium Congo, when really that was only one country. And I think that's like propaganda, I think, because it's like, yeah. And another reason is like, think of Ukraine. Honestly, America, China, they both want Russia and Ukraine to be severely beaten by this. I mean, America wants to F over Ukraine, China wants to F over Russia, because if Russia's F'd over, well, guess what? They're even more of a Russian B word. And think of it like this. Russia will become to China what Belarus is to Russia. Except, I'm afraid that once Putin is out of the picture, a Chinese puppet could be put in. Well, not puppet, but a close ally, Boris Yeltsin of China. Of course, North Korea has been able to avoid becoming a Chinese, let's say, puppet, which is very, very capable. Of course, I don't think Russia would be that capable, and Ukraine, yeah. So pretty much why is this? Because America and China benefit from a weak Russia and Ukraine. Less competition. And it's same with Europe and Africa. Europe under Africa is a threat to everyone. So, Soviet Union and America benefited from European decolonisation of Africa. And of course, Europe was absolutely broke after the World Wars, and the African colonies weren't really that profitable. So you need to understand, yes, pretty bad stuff. So that's why Europe decolonised. Well, what if they didn't? Well, you see China, how rich and powerful China is? Well, that could be Africa, okay? How? Well, if you're, let's say, Imperial Germany, and you are like, oh wait, no, Imperial Germany would go, okay, let's say, Britain, what do? Import all the things. You need a toaster made in China. Well, if Britain, the United Kingdom, controls a large swath of Africa, and why are they buying it from China? Because China's cheap labour. It would be better off making the toaster factory in Africa, again, making a toaster in Africa. In the long run, it would be just as cheap. But now Africa is benefiting. So Africa will be like China. Instead of Africa relying on China infrastructure, it could be China relying on African infrastructure. I know. Brilliant. Why is this? Under European colonial. Take the Congo River. Not navigable and stuff. But I'm sure if you, like, let's say the colonial power in charge like that, they care about the Congolese and they see this is a big, long river. Wouldn't it be grand if it was navigable? Like, imagine if it could be transporting like the goods, just as much goods and stuff, as if it was a railway. wouldn't that be grand? Yes. So we're going to put the money into making it navigable because it's a bad decision than building a railway, and you could probably could possibly have high flows and stuff. So you make it navigable for relatively small ships. So then it brings in resources from the inland to the outland to Europe, meaning that inland Congo is now profiting from Europe, which means money from Europe is going to inland Congo, which can be developed and stuff. They now have the market, which is good for inland Congo. Yes, they're under colonialism, but the Democratic People's Republic of Congo is a S-word show. And it's all stories all over Africa. Nigeria, massive manpower, nothing to use for. Good, now you're like China. So pretty much Africa now becomes a cheap labour, because why use other countries' cheap labour when you can use your cheap labour? And pretty much what I'm saying is that if Africa was under European colonialism, it would be industrialised, and that is all.